Alright guys, here we are. We are back. This is casual. We're doing a Kenshi playthrough with nothing but a few map mods. We're just doing the good old-fashioned Kenshi. There's no changes to gameplay. It's just a few things to make the UI more usable, get a little bit better performance to see it on the stream. Right now we are in the process of trying to build a base, and it is frankly not going well. We first tried to We first tried to get ready building, and we were immediately attacked over and over. Right now we're trying to figure out what we're going to do to get some iron plates, get our building materials moving. I've sent our scout off to try and find as many iron plates as we can, but with no mods, it's actually pretty tricky to pile up enough, and I did not get enough held in reserve before we got started. I could just put it off and wait, but I'd rather just go ahead and get moving, try and get these things built. Right now we do have some mercenaries to help guard the base a little bit, but they're not going to be able to do too much. They're just here to soak up some damage so we don't have to. I'm going to buy some iron plates here and then try to move on. We're currently using the heavy armor and crossbows. We bought this from the Armor King, and in World's End they'll sell these high-end toothpicks. When you combine those two together with fresh recruits with no training, they end up pinging off of each other a lot, but it doesn't do any damage to them. So you get some good crossbow training, and they get really good at not shooting each other while still kind of staggering and stunning the enemies, and it's been working out great in most combat situations. The only problem is if we're outnumbered, that advantage just goes away. We've got to outnumber them, or at least keep a few of our guys out of the direct melee so that they can take advantage of the crossbows. There's nothing really going on here, no reason to be there. We'll let the mercenaries take a beating for whoever shows up. Shops are going to start opening soon. We can get our iron plates and get moving. We got 12 out of there. I'm honestly not even sure how many we needed. I think it was close to 40 total. That's not going to be enough, but it'll at least get us closer. Let's take Kang up there. Well, let's take the fresh recruits. Keep them over here where they can eat. We can have Burn check it out. He's busy training. Just want to have an idea of how many I need. Having our base. We don't have any. Oh, we do. Oh, we've got a base defending contract. Yeah, that's good. We don't have anybody coming, at least in any kind of organized way, to assault us anytime soon. We need 35 more total. Okay, that's not bad. I know you want to trade. Let me come trade with you. 18... 25. Okay, that'll get us pretty close. Probably going to need more electricals. We'll head down to Squin, buy some more. even with the encumbrance penalty, our stealth and strength are high enough that we're still getting a pretty good movement out of him, instead of wearing the backpack and being fully exposed to all these beak things. I'm going to need 10 more and that'll get this built. Once that's built, we can start actually processing some building materials, and that's going to let us get going. Then the next thing I'm going to have to do is set up a way to refine iron, and that's how we'll get the rest of our power going. Because these are all hungry for iron plates and electrical components. But I'm okay with building the base up over time. We're not overly reliant on it yet. We're barely moved out of Squin, which is right there. It's not going to be too tough. Now, if the Shek come demanding juice from a spent orange, I don't know what we're going to do. Right now we've got a lot of copper built up. We can go ahead and sell that. Not a lot of iron plates to buy. That's going to be a little obnoxious. We really want to be able to just get that stone machine going. Guess we can take the building materials, that won't hurt. Selling the rest of the copper that they'll take. And once we're able to get this moving, we're going to send Griffin to get Beef a new arm. Unfortunately, Beef lost one of his limbs the old-fashioned way during one of the fights. We were outnumbered pretty badly. Couldn't make use of our crossbows, and our regular melee skills aren't anything to write home about. So he took a pretty savage beating, lost an arm. So he's out of the field right now until we can get him a new one. Which is unfortunate. He was their fearless leader. Beep isn't scared of shit. And it just can't have him out there with no arm. We'll get him patched up. Get him back in the field again soon. Just not yet. As you can see, Griffin's pretty capable when it comes to running at high speeds while practically invisible. His ninja abilities are unquestioned at this point. He's been our sneak thief, our tomb raider, as it were, going and raiding for ancient science where he isn't welcome, trying to dodge some robot spiders since the beginning. And he's what's allowed us to kind of start with a fairly advanced base. We're not building up any nonsensical base here. Oh wow, this guy has all the iron plates I will ever need. Sort of. At least for this situation. That's fantastic. Wait. Will you just let me talk to you? Sheesh. Dude. Go guard my outpost. We need more bodies for the pile. Now we'll be able to... Yeah, you can show them your gear. Send our fresh recruits up here. Probably move some of the food up there next. But we really got to get Beef back in the fight. I don't want him losing out on all the experience he'll get from defending the base. It's already a little hectic up here. Okay. This one can have one worker. This one can have one worker, so we'll put Bean Hop on it. Oh, really? You're gonna tell me after all that it's not getting any power? How does that make sense? Where does the power come on? Are you honestly telling me that my power doesn't kick on till I step over here? Oh boy. Well, if this could go worse. So I guess it's not recognizing this as part of my outpost, which is crazy. Oh boy. So I guess it's got to be within a certain distance of that. Maybe if I was to build a power pole over here. Because that just doesn't make a whole lot of sense that this would be the cutoff here. Because I've made a lot larger bases than this. Is it the walls holding it back? Is it containing it by the walls? That wouldn't make a ton of sense. We're missing one electrical component. That's terror. Come on now. I'm hoping that's all it is. I just need a closer electrical component. Something that produces power. I am basically hosed and going to have to rethink the entire base. It's so strange, one, that I didn't think to check for stone in the base, and two, that somehow the power is just not reaching that far. No, we still got the same problem. That is crazy. So I'm going to have to try and build a separate power setup over here? I'm still going to be short iron plates for this one. That's crazy to me. Oh, now it's got power? Nuh-uh. Scratch, are you working this thing? Oh, you're engineer first. We gotta knock that off. Okay, somehow this is part of the base now. We'll take it. I don't know if building this right here helped or what, but we'll take it. Or maybe we just didn't have power because I'm dumb and the wind wasn't blowing yet. But I wasn't getting the power pop up before, and now I am. Okay, just a few more iron plates. There, we can go this way. No, not with Bean Hop. Come on now. Is it back to no? No, see? This is back to no power. So what is he doing then? We're gonna save and reload just to see if that's the issue here. Not to try and cheese anything, but we just want to actually have our base work. Kenshi's a little buggy sometimes. You may have noticed. Oh, looks like they took care of that just fine. Bean Hop, what are you doing? So this still does have no power. Powered inactive, no power. Just can't seem to get any luck here. Now we can't buy iron plates from there. We'll try the way station. Maybe they've restocked. So frustrating. But it is what it is. Love how this late in the game so many people just randomly died that you can just find equipment laying around. We can get some more plates. Get some more electricals to boot. Try this again, I guess. It's kind of crazy to me that these guys want to even attack us. You gotta be some kind of desperate to even consider attacking these guys. They're well armed, well armored. What is your plan? We got mercenaries, we got hungries. Everybody's getting after it. We're not really having an issue with our recruits taking down a bunch of bums. If we get outnumbered, though, we probably will see a little bit more serious of a fight. It still has no power. Doesn't make any sense. Got power here. Like, come on, dude. It's owned by us. It's by a working windmill. What is this horse shit? Try loading up one more time, and then I'm gonna have to move the stone mine and figure something else out. Tragedy. That thing's like the center of the town, supposedly. No, that is. Okay. That is within the town. Why does it have no power? Something weird is going on here. I really don't know what to think. Just trying to get this thing to have power. Well, it says I have ownership, but it looks like we're going to have to port. So we're going to take a second. Alright, we've tried importing our game. Hopefully that'll work. It's really the only fix I can think of. If it doesn't, I'm not even sure what we're going to do here. Yep, there it goes. Beautiful. Didn't even need to build this stupid thing. Alright. Scratch. We're going to make sure you're set to work in this thing. Beanhop, you work that. Scratch, go eat, you stooge. Alright, you know what? You keep working. I'll bring you some food. You doofus. Why are there beak things here? What on earth? I have never seen that in all my life. I've built bases here several times. I don't think I've ever had that problem. What in the world? We gotta spread these guys out or they're gonna get waylaid by the beak things. Oron's already spread out. Scratch, you gotta help this guy. Same with you, Beanhop. Soto, get over here. Jaglonger, get over here. Inu, get over here. This is not gonna go well. Jeez, what a mess. And no mercenaries in sight. Did we reset that by importing? We sure did. Damn, that was rough. Who are these dorks? Man, I'm tired of this crap. Alright, maybe now I can go get food for everybody. Gonna need at least one building material. This is crazy because we got hosed by not being able to produce building materials for so long. Now we had beak things run up in here, trash and everything. Storage, we'll throw food storage right here. Turn on jobs just so he'll dump it all at once. Scratch, are you gonna get to it? He's gonna get to it. Bean hop. Oh my goodness. These things are everywhere over here apparently. Dude, what are you... What is Bean Hop doing? Getting food? Okay, you can get food, but like, come on, dude. We're gonna put Inu on this as well. Griffin. Alright, now we're producing. Now we're getting something going. They're just going to take it wherever they feel like. They're not going to build what I want them to build, but that's not the end of the world. As long as we're making some kind of progress, this will be okay. What a cluster. No mercenaries here, but it did look like there might be more recruits, which is nice. I'd like to get started on training up a skeleton guy to fetch us more armor, but I need to get beat new limbs. I don't have time to train somebody up. I need beat back in the game as soon as possible. Burn, you're still strength training. I'm gonna let you keep doing that. Sad Neil, you get to go risk your biscuits. Take that off. Of course you can't. Why would I want you to wear a friggin' mask over that robot face? We're just looking to hire a few sets of mercenaries to help soak up some of the damage at the base. Where's the mercenary boss man? Up here? Yep. We've more than got the money, so we'll take that. Put Sad Neil back here. Make sure the scouts are moving. I think we're going to go with the mix of strength and dexterity arms if they have it for Beep. Oh, and we'll go with the athletics legs. That'll give us a little more mobility even in that heavy armor for him. Because eventually I do want him out there with a big two-handed weapon. Not sure if we're going to go with a falling sun or not. We'll see. Here's where we can buy our limbs. Let's see if he's got what we need. Masterwork left scout leg. Masterwork right scout leg. Good. So we got industrial lifter. KLR is strength and dexterity. Do I want strength and dexterity? I guess that's the question. I feel like if I want the maximum damage, I would go with that. Unless I want to give him like a big crazy fragment axe. Which wouldn't be too bad either. What are we fighting here? Oh, we've got a lot of people. We'll be okay. KLR left. Do they have the KLR right? 'Cause They do. They have the KLR right masterwork and the KLR left masterwork. What about industrial lifter arms? We got a right masterwork. And that's it. Yeah, we'll go for a mix for now. Left. Right. That'll give us a good mix. Let's double check they didn't have the other one we wanted. We wanted industrial lifter right and left. And we wanted them to be masterwork, of course. We gotta have masterwork. No such luck this time. We're just gonna take it and move on. Get beat back up and running. Now what we're about to do is gonna be tough, but it's something that's gotta be done. Where are you, Beep? This is gonna be rough, but we'll get through it, little bean buddy. This is just a part of the process. One building material, that's all it takes. And Beep's building it himself. That's crazy. You would, Beep. You would be prepared for it. You know what you have to do. Luckily, it looks like with the mercenaries' help, we're still just outnumbering all of these nerds. Casual's got to be the one to do it himself. If Beep's gonna go through this, I'm gonna help him myself. Wouldn't make anyone else do it. Wouldn't let anyone else do it. Beep's serious about this. We've got to help him. We'll build a bed up just for him. One building material, 4 fabrics later. It is crazy out here, especially with the power going off. We're just fighting people. Is anyone even doing their job? I really need to put you three on passive and get you to just work. Okay. I don't like having these guys out here fighting, but now this thing's out of power, and so is this. Honestly, let's just keep them all on passive for now. It's time to ascend Beep. We gotta slow things down. Make sure this goes according to plan. Oh boy. He can't even put himself in. I have to. That's rough. Alright, Beep, here we go. What a mess. That's all I can say. Come on, man. He's risking his life for this ascendancy. It's gonna be close. There it is. Time to pick him up. Get him patched up, boys. Jesus. Well, Beep's hurt, but he's stable. See how you're feeling, Beep. You're looking pretty wicked. Strength is at a 64. Let's get you back to bed. Let you rest a little bit. Beak things again. Inu, you're out of bullets? That's crazy. Can't believe we used this thing on Beep, but it's the only way. Once he's all healed up, he's going to be something special, that's for sure. We'll get him back out there on the front lines in no time. In fact, Burn, do you have that? You're gonna have to give that back to Beep. He's ready to take that back. Beep's gonna go back to being a swordsman just like he wanted. He's ready now. Burn, are we at full? Is that why you're chilling here? You have nothing better to do? Oh no, it's because we imported. Same thing, it kind of moves things around. Alright, we're going to go grab a corpse for him to carry. That will help him level his strength even faster. And let's be real, the ground up here is going to be littered with them. We're going to take these guys off of passive because they're just going to watch their friends get wrecked if I don't. Okay, Veep, we're gonna send you to lead the team. Holy cow, that boy fast. 46 miles an hour? What in the world, the zippity boop bop is that? We need to get everybody ascended. Hot damn, that was crazy. Alright, let's give Beep to the head of the line. So they're going to take a bunch of food. They're going to take all the food? All the food? Oh, that is wildly inconvenient. Okay. You bastards. We need to get food up and running quick. We do not have time for this nonsense. And we're running out of arrows. This is not going according to plan by any stretch of the imagination. I guess it's time to start hauling food. Birmingham, will you stop and go eat, you dork? This is gonna get dicey quick if we don't get the base running. We needed a way to produce food and we needed it soon. Oh man. I suppose I can try and hire more mercenaries to guard my base. That'll make it a little safer. I don't really want to be running a ton of mercenaries back and forth, but we're running out of options here. Food and ammo, that's what you gotta bring them, Griffin. Food and ammo. Well, Beat needs a robotics kit. He'll be right back. Boy howdy, did I mean right back too. Just gonna take 3 shots for now. Fuman's gonna grab some ammo. Pot longs. Orin, come grab some ammo. Oh. Well, we brought them food for now and some ammo. That should help. We're getting pretty close to time to wrap it up for the evening. We'll probably pick up right here tomorrow, watching the recruits try to duke it out with every person who wants to interrupt us building our base. Probably the hardest part is I just want to keep playing even after it's time to stop streaming, but I really don't want you guys to miss this. This is going to be the good part. A little bit of juicy struggles while we're trying to get our base running. There's beak things attacking, bandits, you name it. Nothing's gone according to plan. Had to import the game. Power's messing up. Usual Kenshi things. We haven't had anyone else sustain any serious injuries though, which is pretty nice. And Beep's taking to his new limbs quite well. Look at the way Beep flies around. That guy has morale or something. Once we can get the buildings up and the walls, this will be a whole different ball game. But that is where we're going to save it. We got a lot done already. We've got our machines working. Got a little bit of power going. The walls aren't up yet, but some of the buildings are coming together. And these guys are just going to build whatever they happen to go for. We're not too worried about what gets done first. Ideally, we'd like to see a bunch of the walls built, but that's just going to make it harder to pull in things from the stone mine, or we'll just be leaving the gate open anyway. We did get one building built. That's some pretty good progress. They seem to want to build the gate next. Actually, I have a great idea. Enu's over here working. Jaglonger, why don't you forage animals into cooking? we'll take you off of engineering. No, we need you hauling to the food store first, then to the campfire, I think. That's gonna let me put those beak things to use. There is a storage for skins. Griffin, let's take some of these vast quantities of building materials over there. Because why not? Guess we'll start with the iron plates, that's fine. Here I am, I was totally trying to end the stream and now I'm just stuck not doing that. Couldn't bring myself to do it. Oh no. People are getting dusted now. Too many beak things. Looks like we're gonna need more storage for those skins. Alright, so we do have a way to put all these beak things to use to keep us fed at least. I don't know what we'll do with the leather or with the animal skins. We'll probably just sell it. Maybe we'll turn it into leather and sell it. Depends on if it's worth it. Right now we're just not wasting it at least. We are under 100,000 cats, which is a first in a long time. We're going to wrap it up there. Our base is slowly starting to come into view. Just got to make sure everybody stays safe while we're waiting. But that's going to be it for tonight. We'll close it up there. This was casual. We're doing our mod-free playthrough right now. We're nothing but UI mods, no gameplay changes. We'll save it up, and I will see you guys in the morning.